Hi, and thank you so much for tuning in to Grant Gems with Dr. Kim. I am Kimberly Sellers Vates, founder and president of KSTB Enterprises. We provide 501c3 and C4 applications and submissions, prospect research, grant proposal writing, bids, board training, fundraising plans, and nonprofit coaching throughout the United States. Look, you keep hearing that there are grants available, but wonder if it's true. I can personally attest that it is indeed true. The U.S. has tens of thousands of grants available at any given time. These grants come from a variety of sources, including the federal government. The U.S. government is one of the largest grant makers, offering thousands of grants across departments like the Departments of Health and Human Services, the Department of Education, the National Institutes of Health, and others. There are approximately lists of around 2 to 3,000 active grants at any time. Also, each state and many local governments offer their own grant programs for organizations, businesses, and yes, even sometimes individuals. There are over 86,000 private foundations in the United States, each offering unique grant opportunities. Foundations award a combined total of over $70 billion annually in grants. Many corporations, such as Google, Microsoft, and Walmart, also offer grants through their corporate foundations. And as quiet as it's kept, some of the large nonprofits re-grant funds to smaller organizations or specific causes. For example, United Way and community foundations often serve as grant makers for local initiatives. In total, there are likely over 100,000 distinct grants available in the U.S. across various sources, with billions of dollars awarded each year. The best way to find relevant grants is to use specific grant databases, such as KSTB's proprietary database. Now, how can you determine if there is a grant for you? Look, finding the right grant for your organization, program, or project involves careful evaluation and research. But you know what? No worries. I'm going to give you a step by step guide to determine if a grant is suitable for you. I'm going to give you 7 steps. The first one, define your purpose and goals. Clearly outline what you need funding for. Is it operational support, a specific project, a program, expansion, or an equipment purchase? Identify your goals, objectives, and target outcomes to help narrow down grants that align with your mission. Number two, research grant options. Use KSTV's proprietary database to find grants in your community, your city, county, or state. Also, look at government websites, corporate foundations, and local community foundations as they often list grants that are specific to regions or sectors. Number three, review eligibility requirements. Carefully read the eligibility requirement for each grant. Common requirements include the type of applicant. Grants may be for nonprofits or government entities, individuals, educational institutions, or small businesses. Find out what type of applicant the funder is going to fund. The project type. Some grants focus on specific issues like environmental conservation, art, youth development, or public health. Check to make sure that the grant is available in your service area because many grants are restricted to specific regions, states, or communities. Assess the alignment with the funder's goals. Study the organization's mission, their values, and priorities of the grant provider to ensure that they actually align with your work. Review any previously awarded grants if available. This will give you insight into the types of projects they prioritize. And we're going to dig into that in another episode. Check to see if the grant's typical funding amount meets your organization's needs. Number five, evaluate the grant application requirements. Determine if you have the resources and capacity to actually meet the application requirements. Those can include detailed budgets, timelines, narratives, and metrics. Some grants have complex reporting and follow up requirements. Ensure that your organization can commit to these before you apply for the grant. Number six, analyze potential impact and feasibility. Ask yourself if the grant will truly help you achieve your goals without causing unnecessary strain on your resources. And make sure the grant is feasible for your organization to implement. Sometimes grants require specific qualifications or infrastructure that you may not yet have. And number seven, consult KSTB Enterprises. For complex grants, it can be helpful to consult someone experienced in the grant sector who can help build access if the grant is a good match. If you want to make sure that whoever you select has the background and expertise to position your organization to win, you need to call us. We have an 85% success rate in securing grants and contracts throughout the United States. Now, by following those 7 steps outlined, you can identify grants that not only fit your needs, but also offer a realistic chance of your organization being funded. The list that I provided will go live on my website tomorrow morning, so be sure to go there and download your copy. My website is kstbenterprises.com. Look, it has been such a pleasure chatting with you all today. If you have specific questions or a topic you want me to cover, drop me an email at kstb at kstbenterprises.com. I'm going to try very hard to only keep you all 6 minutes each week. I went over a little bit today because it was my introduction to you all. Look, I'm all about growth, and I'm here to share the mindset that makes it happen.